Okay, I think we're live now. Yeah, this is messy for sure because I didn't plan this and I haven't, like I said, I haven't done live streaming in a really long time. Um, but yeah, I wanted to talk about. I named the video "The Boy Next Door Recap" because I did want to talk about that amongst some other things, some other new shows and some old shows. Um, so I have yet to upload episode 9 and episode 10 to YouTube. Episode 9 is up on my Patreon in case you didn't know that if you're new to my channel. I do have a Patreon. I'm pretty new to that, but I've been trying to like upload on there as much as I can. And I typically always upload on Patreon before it goes to YouTube, and it's fuller, extended version. So if you like that, then definitely join. So episode 9, my reaction to episode 9 is already on Patreon. I just haven't put up it's not on YouTube yet, and I haven't put episode 10 to the last episode. I have it filmed, so I've seen it. So the show is over for me as well, finally, because I was kind of late to the party. Um, and it ended kind of like, I mean, obviously, like Pukan and Sir had their happy ending, but it was kind of like at the cost of Sir's brother, which was really messed up. Um, but on the flip side, I did like that they didn't try to give the mom like a redemption arc because clearly from the beginning she was just no good. And I felt like it would have been really like it would have been like what if she all of a sudden was like, okay, like I'll accept you and you can do whatever you want. Like that just would not have, I don't know, I just feel like it wouldn't have made sense. So I do kind of like that they kept her pretty messed up and she really didn't change at the end. Like she didn't learn anything. It was just like this is just how this lady is. And that's really how it is sometimes. Like some people they just gonna be the way that they are and there's no you can't change them. So um yeah, so I kind of like that they did that, but overall to me I don't know if it really like truly felt like a finale to me. I don't know. Like I feel like parts of it did. What felt like a finale to me was the special episode. We got to talk about the special episode, y'all. Special episode. I low key, high key, low key, high key. I kind of liked watching Pukan be the one that had the crush and was obsessed and stalkerish and stuff. I kind of felt like that was like more enjoyable to watch than the other way around. Did anybody else feel that way? I don't know. Maybe because it was like it was played. I felt like it was played more for humor because it was so ridiculous, like the way Pukan was like hiding from Sir when he could clearly see him, and just the little things like him being all like shy and scared and all this stuff. Like I don't know. I felt like it was played. It was kind of more like fun to watch, whereas like in the original version of the show, it was much more darker, I guess. I don't know. But I really enjoyed that. And I was like, dude, if they made a show about this, like, I honestly feel like it, for me personally, it would have been a little bit more enjoyable to watch. It's not that I didn't like the show, I felt like it was a really interesting concept. Um, but something about that special episode was like, ooh, I really like this. I like this, like, role reversal thing that they did. But, um, I don't know. Like I felt like obviously I feel like Boss Noel did a good job. You know, they're great at what they do. They always deliver when it comes to certain scenes, if you know what I mean. Um they have great chemistry, so it's nothing about them personally. I think it was just more so maybe like um I don't know, maybe just like how some of the story played out or I did see some criticism in terms of like who the writer is. I don't know who the writer is, but I guess apparently she like tends to do that with her shows where she kind of writes. I don't know, like maybe she doesn't always write the best. I saw some criticism about it on TikTok, but I'm not familiar with who the writer is, so I can't really say. But I do kind of understand, like, and if you let me know if you feel this way too. Like, I guess going into the show, I was really excited about it because Love in the Air was such a good show to me. I feel like that's one of like my top five BLs so far. And that was like my introduction to Boston. I don't know if they have any other shows prior to that, but that was like my first time seeing them as a couple. And for the first time, I was like, whoa, like they, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, they got it, they have it. And so to go from that to this, I was like, okay, this is gonna be like a really um it's gonna be really different for them, like story wise, because I feel like this was definitely more. I mean, it was romance, but it was kind of like because you had those like supernatural elements, it kind of was like fantasy based a little bit. So I was like, okay, this is gonna be something different for them. I'm happy to see that they're not being put in a box and kind of like redoing like Love in the Air all over again, basically. Even though I kept saying that like their characters did kind of remind me of Payu and Rain a little bit. There was like traces of Payu and Rain, but I don't feel like they were exactly those characters. So I don't know. Maybe I had like a different idea of what the show was going to be going into it. It could be that, but I guess now that the show is over and I've seen all the episodes, I don't know. Like I'm not like I was like, I enjoyed it, but the main thing was like I enjoyed seeing Boss Noel on screen again and watching their chemistry and everything. But overall, wasn't like, oh my god, that was the best show, and I want to rewatch it, and it's definitely top three now. Like it doesn't, I don't feel like that, and I kind of thought I was gonna be like, ooh, this is about to be like one of the best shows of the year, and it didn't feel like that for me, unfortunately. So I don't know. You guys, let me know what you think, but again, I'm just grateful that they had another show together, and I hope to see them in something else soon, whether it be supernatural or just romance or even like some comedy. I think that they could do that pretty well. Especially with this special episode, I think Noel would be really good being kind of like the silly or like the quirky character, and then Boss being like the serious one, kind of like the way June Dunk did in Heart Killers. I think that that was like their best role in my opinion, because I think Dunk really delivered on like the comedy and like being really like obnoxious and annoying, but in a funny way. And then you have Fidel, who's like a super straight character and super serious. And then being able to crack that character is always, I think that's so much fun for like us, like as an audience to watch. So I think if Boss Noel did something like that, reminiscent of what they did in the special episode, I would love to see that. I think it would be so funny and so cute. So we'll see. I don't know, but yeah, I guess that's how I feel about it overall. Um, it was crazy because I was on Twitter. I'm really not on Twitter that much these days. I was on Twitter earlier and somebody was like, um, somebody had pointed out like the different sirs, right? And they were like, "Wait, there's a sir in a brown jacket." They were like, "Is this a different sir that we didn't know about? Like, which sir is this?" And I was like, "Hold on." I was like, "Wait a minute," and I had to like, I was like, my head was kind of spinning for a second because I was like, "Wait, is there another sir that like I didn't catch on to, or did I miss something here? Like, what the heck?" Then come to find out, I'm like, oh, that is that's black t-shirt sir, like dark sir, basically. But it's the way, I guess the way that they were portraying him, like in the brown jacket and everything, was how he is with his Pukan in his world, if that makes sense. That's a mouthful, but I was like, oh, okay, because I got scared for a second. I was like, did I miss something? I was like, what, did I miss an episode? Like, what the heck? Um, but yeah, I think that was like probably the one of the most interesting parts about the story too. Besides just watching Boss Noel, was watching the different Sirs, and I think most of us were really interested in Dark Sir because he was mysterious and he was kind of talking in like riddles. And even though it was kind of annoying at times because you're like, well, what the heck are you talking about? Like, just say what it is. It definitely kind of like drew you in because you're like, what is this guy about? Like, what is it that he knows that we don't know? And is he, I mean, I guess like, is he good or is he bad? Like, what's going on? Like, how is he locked in this whatever it is? I don't even know what it is. I don't even know if they ever really did they ever really explain or have a name for it? I don't remember. Um, Whatever that padded room was, I don't know what they called it. If it was supposed to be like in their heads or if it's like an actual. physical like time dimension space or something. I don't know, y'all. I don't even know. It's crazy, but um, it was fun watching him play like different sirs, and I think, again, I think that that shows potential for like a different series, like how they would be able to do that, and I think it would work. So I don't know, but overall, I enjoyed it. I can't say that it was my favorite BL or like top three or top five for me, um, but I'm proud. I'm proud of Boston. I'm glad that they got their show, and I see that they are. Oh wait. Hold on before I move on. Didn't talk about Jin Wim. Jin Wim in the special episode was so freaking cute. Are you kidding me? And that's what we were missing from the original series, because up literally like up until the last episode, I mean, Wim was basically like to Jin the whole time, like trying to push him away. And then obviously I'm talking spoilers here. Obviously by the last episode, then they kind of made it official, I guess, or they had established that they were going to be together, but that was it. And then it was like, that's it. That's the show is over. So we really never got to see them be a couple. And I was like, dang, we really missed out on that. And then when I watched the special episode and they were together, I was like, this is so freaking cute. And the fact that they were like working together to try to get um Sir and Pukan to become a thing was, I don't know. I don't know. It was something about that special episode that I was like, this is the show that we need. This is the show that we want. Um, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. I didn't like record my reaction to it because I seen there was like a statement or something from Mima and Y, and they were basically saying like they didn't want people watching it outside of, I think it's originally on Vimeo and you have to pay for that. So they're like, don't watch it on YouTube, don't watch it on such and such platform. So I was like, if I try to record a reaction to this and put it on YouTube, it's most likely going to get blocked. Um, I guess I could have done that and then just put it on Patreon, but I was just like, no, I think I just want to watch it. I didn't really feel like trying to set up to record. I was like, I just want to watch it, see what happens. Um, and so, yeah, and I was kind of I was a little disappointed that they didn't put it on iQIYI, because I feel like we're already paying for iQIYI, so it's like, why not just put it on there? Like, why put it on Vimeo and then have people pay $10 for it? I don't know, um, but yeah, I think if you haven't seen it yet and you're wondering like, is it worth it? It is. It was so good to me. I don't know. Ugh, you see me gushing over it. This is how I thought I was gonna be with like the entire series. I thought I was gonna be like, oh my god, oh my god. And I'm like this with the special episode, and it's like, dang, that sucks for me anyway. Um, I don't know, but that's just how I feel about it. I can't help it, but I am glad that I reacted to it though. Some of my videos did pretty well in terms of like views. Let me go back and look. Let me speak English. My reaction to episode 8 is out on YouTube. I'm a YouTube channel if you haven't checked that out yet. And then again, if you want to see the extended version, like me reacting to the full episode, it'll be on my Patreon. So make sure you join. Um, I have like the links on my channel, and then if you go to like community posts, I usually will update on there like when I post on Patreon. But let me see which episode it was. Episodes, oh, like all three of them. Okay, so my reaction to episode 5, 6, and 7 got like 1,000 views, over 1,000 views. And I was like, whoa, I'm surprised. Because I usually don't get that many views. So it seemed like people were reacting well to the series, and I appreciate it, because it was kind of, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, it was like a pain in the butt to do these reactions. Like, I swear every single time that I went to record a reaction to an episode, it was always something, always something. If it wasn't like the filming, like the video or audio equipment, or it was something. If it was my Wi-Fi, whatever, that like I would have to go back and try to re-record parts or like pause and try to fix something, and then it was too much. And that's why I'm low-key glad that I'm done filming that. Um but I had started it already, and I was just like, I don't want to bail and be like, I'm not gonna film anymore. I was like, no, I've already started it, so just keep it going. So I did that. Um, and then I am currently reacting to my school president. First three episodes are out on my Patreon already. And then I will put out episode three on YouTube eventually, just not right now, at a later date. And um, so that leads me to, let's see. Oh, wow. Okay, sorry. Just looked at, okay, so that leads me to my next thing I want to talk about. Oh, well, okay, only a few people voted though, so um I'm surprised. I'm surprised here. Okay, so I'm looking at, if you go on my channel and you go to post, earlier today I posted a poll and I said I have yet to post the last two reactions to The Boy Next World, but they're filmed. Since I finished that series, I'm thinking of adding another one to the roster. Which show should I react? Or which show should I watch? The options are Summer Night. I literally only picked that because I saw that Dunk was in it, and y'all know. Actually, y'all probably don't know. I love Dunk so much. Um, I was like, Dunk is in this. Like, we gotta watch it. We gotta watch it. I don't know. It kind of, I have no idea what it's about. It just looks like it's something about like a group of friends. I guess they're in high school. I don't know. It doesn't look like June is in it, so I'm assuming that this is either before he was paired with June, or this is just like a separate, like a solo project he just did. Either way, I was like, Dunk is in it, so I want to see it. Um, and all of these shows too conveniently are on YouTube, so I was like, that would be so much easier for me in terms of recording. So yeah, I was kind of looking through like GMMTV's old shows, and I was like, what's something that maybe I could watch? Y'all, that's winning. Summer Night is winning right now. Then the other option is 23.5, which is a GL. I've never watched a GL before. That would be my first. Nobody voted for that so far. The reason why I picked that one was because the two girls, I don't know their names in real life, but the two actors in that series were in Bad Buddy. Bad Buddy, one of my favorite BLs ever. And when I found out they had a series, because I didn't know for the longest time, I was like, oh, they have their own show. And I was like, okay, that's cute. I want to see, I want to see more of them. Even though they're, I'm pretty sure they're different characters in this because it looks like they're in high school. Don't really know what it's about, but I just see that I'm assuming that one is going to have a crush on the other, and then it's going to be a thing, or. But yeah, so I put that as an option, and then the last one I put was Not Me. That's a pretty, uh, I think that's a pretty popular BL as far as like I've heard like a lot of, I've seen. No, I'm not gonna lie, I've seen parts of the show already because I've seen other people reacting to it, but I haven't actually sat down and watched it from beginning to end. So there's parts of it that I'm missing, I know. So I was like, that would be an interesting one to react to because I see that that one causes like a lot of discourse in terms of like, um, I think the show is kind of like political, and I think it's much darker than a lot of the other BLs. So I was like, I think that would be an interesting one. Now, when I did this poll, I was like, in my head, I'm like, I feel like Not Me is gonna win because I think that that was like, I don't know. Well, I don't know if it was popular at the time that it dropped, but it seems like it's kind of like, it seems like it's got a good reputation now. So I was like, I feel like that one's gonna win because I've heard good things about it. Whereas the other two, I don't really know anything about it. But it's Summer Night is winning, so I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm not mad at that. Like I said, I do want to see Dunk. Either way, like I'll probably, whatever doesn't win, I'll probably just watch it on my own time anyway. But I'm very, very surprised here. Um, so yeah, I might be watching Dunk in another series, y'all. I missed Dunk. After the Heart Killers went off, I was just like, dude, what am I gonna do with my Wednesdays? Like, Wednesdays won't ever be the same. Um, I hope if I watch this one, I hope that I like his character. I'm gonna be upset if I don't like his character. Like, Dunk, do not make me dislike you, okay? But yeah, I'm pretty surprised. But we'll see. I'm gonna keep it going. Like, I don't have it set at a certain time for the poll to end. It's just open. So if anybody's watching this, if y'all are watching this right now and the poll is still up, go and vote for me. Um, and feel free to leave a comment and let me know like a little bit more about the series, a little bit more about each series, and like maybe like why you would recommend it. Um, I'm very curious, very interested to see what people have to say. Yeah, I'm really surprised, you guys. But again, only a few people voted so far, so that doesn't mean that that will be the end all be all. And I also see that I've gotten some new subscribers, so thank you so much. And if you see this, hi, hello. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate the support. Um, I think I've sort of talked about this in one of my other videos, but I was kind of like, for the longest time, I've been hesitant about reacting to BLs because I really didn't know how it was going to be received. Especially from people like who knew me, if they were gonna be like, "What? Like, why are you watching that? That's weird," type of thing. And so I kind of was just like, like even when I was watching Love in the Air, I think I thought about like recording my reaction to it. I'm glad that I did not because that show was wild, and I feel like that just would have been a little bit too much too fast. But now I was just like, no, like this is actually like if I'm gonna be authentic with my reactions in my channel and I'm reacting to things I'm supposed to be reacting to film and TV that I'm actually interested in and that I'm actually watching, then it's gonna be this because this is what I've been watching for the past like 6 months. I've just been watching BLs. I'm not kidding. So it's like why try to fake like you know what I mean like why try to act like I'm watching like something else that everybody else is watching when I know that I'm not, or if I know that I'm not interested in it, why not just react to what it is that I'm actually interested in? And I'm hoping that it will reach the audience that it's supposed to, that it'll reach the right people, and then other people who are interested in it, or maybe they're new to it, they'll react, or not react, but watch my reactions too, and we'll all kind of like fangirl about it. Like that was kind of my hope. So I feel like that's, you know, slowly but surely happening. So I'm happy about that. And I feel like that too, like, you know, GLs too, the BLs are definitely kind of getting more like, I don't want to say popular, but more like I feel like more people are kind of like getting hip to it or kind of watching, like people who wouldn't normally ever watch something like that. I see people reacting to it and they're like, oh, such and such recommended this BL to me. And I'm like, what? You're watching a BL? Are you serious? So I definitely think it's kind of like gaining some type of like momentum, at least with Americans. I don't know about other countries, but um, I definitely know it's not just Thai fans. Like there are like plenty of international fans to the point where they're doing like fan meets here in America. Let's talk about that, y'all. Oh my goodness. Wait, before I do, give me a minute. I'll come back and we're gonna talk about fan meets. I I'm like talking nonstop and my voice starts to like go. It's crazy. I forgot that feeling when you're really just trying to talk, 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 talk. Because usually, like, I'm doing pre-recorded videos, so like, I will definitely pause most of the time. And with live, I feel the need to not. I try not to do that as much. But yeah, sorry, my voice might be kind of. My voice might be kind of um like strained a little bit. But let's talk about fan meets, y'all. Why are y'all not coming to California? That's what I want to know. GMMTV, if y'all see this, Me Mind Why, all these other companies that are producing to IBLs, why are you guys not coming to California? Come to California, okay? And I know, obviously, like, if they come to California, it's most likely going to be LA. Let's keep it real. I will go to LA if I need to, but New York, that's too far. Denver, that's too far. Mexico, that's too far. Like, please come to California. Even if y'all come to San Francisco, if y'all come to the Bay, if y'all come to Oakland, do you know how hype? Do you know how hype that would be? Like, we would turn up for real. Please come to California, please. Maybe not right now, because I ain't got the money to be trying to do all that, but hopefully, if not like the end of this year, then by next year, like they'll be trying to come to California. So I see, and the reason why I'm talking about this too is because I see that Gemini Fourth is doing their U.S. tour. The Heart Killers cast, the tickets have been like, I don't know if they're out yet, but like it's been announced basically. I don't know if people have bought their tickets already, but I already know it's gonna sell out. I saw that and I was like, I'm not even gonna try because I already know I'm not gonna. I just already know it's not gonna happen for me. It's just not my time yet. But I will eventually meet you, Dunk. Um, but yeah, but that I mean that would have been a really cool reason to go to New York because I've never been to New York, and I was like, dude, like imagine if I really went to New York for the first time and then went to like the Heart Killers party. And then, but then I was like, dang, I don't even like know anybody in New York. I feel like I would really get lost there. So it's one thing going to LA. I'm like, I've been to LA multiple times and, you could just get an Uber or whatever. But New York is a whole different ball game. So I was like, I don't know if I would feel 100% safe going by myself, to be honest. So, but really, it really was like the trying to travel and all that stuff. I can't do that right now. So, um, I hope whoever is going that you guys have fun and you guys be safe. Um, I hope it turns out to be really well done. I think it's Starstruck Media that's organizing it. I was gonna say I hope it's organized, but if they're behind it, I've heard good things about their event, so I'm pretty sure it'll be dope. Now there is another one I think that's going on. I don't know if it's with the Heart Killers or if it's Gemini Fourth or somebody else that like a different like organization is behind it. It's not Starstruck Media, so I don't know. I just hope that things go well because I really don't want it to be where like they start doing U.S. tours and like Americans are doing too much and they're like, no, we're gonna have to pull out and just you know what I mean. Like I just don't want it to get ruined when it's just getting started. I'm hoping that it's organized, and people I'm hoping that fans are respectful. I know that we all get excited, like I do that too if you meet somebody that you've been watching or that you're a really big fan of, but like just don't overdo it, okay? Do not scare them. Do not scare these people because I don't know if they realize how crazy Americans are. I don't know. I'm just hoping that they have good experiences because if they have good experiences, then they will most likely come back and then they'll most likely expand and do other states. And that's what we want, right? Same thing with like a concert. If an artist comes to a city and they perform and the crowd is not, you know what I mean? Like they're not really engaging or the tickets don't really sell well, then they're most likely not going to come back. And so you want it to be a good experience for everybody. So that's what I'm hoping for. Um, I know they did one there was another one that they did in New York. I forgot which pairing it was because I'm not familiar with them, but that one looked like it was fun from the little snippets that I seen. So, you know, why not? But I'm just so like, I cannot believe they are skipping California. Like, what is going on here? but then too, I know there's so many other cities and states that, you know, that are getting left out too. So that's why I said I feel like there is really good potential for them to expand later on. Like the more they do this and they see that there is like a positive reaction and everything, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, like let's go here next time. Let's go somewhere else. You know. Okay, I refreshed my page. It's still at the same thing. So you guys go vote on my poll. I'm really curious to see what's gonna win or what's gonna end up like um, coming out on top because yeah. Also, hold on. I wonder if I test this out, would it show up? Um, I'm just testing some stuff out here. Uh-oh. Yeah, I understand. Gone too far. I'm not gonna get into it because I'm not in that fandom, but I've been seeing a lot of drama with like K-pop fandoms and like people saying the N word that shouldn't be saying the N word. A lot of like culture vulture stuff going on, which I'm not surprised by because I think everybody knows that K-pop is heavily influenced by black music and black culture. So this was kind of like bound to happen in my opinion. But yeah, I've been seeing that stuff on Twitter, and then I said oh because I see a video that was uploaded. It's like, talking about racism in the K-pop industry, and I'm like, here we go. Um, I've been listening to quite a bit of T-pop lately. I listen to some K-pop, but I've been listening to a lot of T-pop lately. When I tell y'all like him, baby back in line, like it never died, is my group now. Like, and the fact that they've only been out like maybe 2 years. I don't even know if it's been 2 years. Very new group, and they have bangers, like bangers. Actually, a lot of these like T-pop artists are pretty new. They have not been out for that long, and they already have some hits. To me, they already have some really good songs. So I'm like, dang. Um, but yeah, I love Lycan. I haven't seen Tempo yet, but I plan on watching it eventually. Don't know if I'll record it. I may just watch it on my own, but um, I haven't seen that of theirs. But I've been loving. So I would say top songs for me right now is pretty much all of their like really big like dance songs is my favorite from them. So Sugoi, Charm, obviously, and Who Says, and then um, I like May I. Is it called May I? Yeah, May I. And then I do like some of their slower songs, but I definitely prefer the hype songs. Like they do that so well because it makes you want to get up and dance. Like it makes you want to get up and like learn the dance. And that's the type of like pop music I feel like I feel like that I've missed. That actually makes you want to like get up and learn the choreography, or makes you want to get up and act like you're the one that's like performing. You know what I mean? Like that feeling you would get as a teenager. I feel like they have that type of music. And I've been seeing like I've been seeing. Well, it's probably because too just YouTube's algorithm, but I've been seeing too like people reacting to like T-pop, people reacting to um mm, hold on. Sorry, I was reading something. People reacting to Jeff, people reacting to Lycan, reacting to Bus, reacting to Gemini, reacting to who else? Is it Toby or Toby? That bad girls like you, I like bad girls like you. People reacting to Hit Me Up, which I'm like, please, I'm skipping this. I cannot do it. But yeah, I've been seeing like people again, like people who wouldn't usually, maybe who don't listen to T-pop or who wouldn't usually react to that kind of music. They're reacting. I think it's just because people are like recommending it, but it's really interesting to see kind of like how T-pop and just not just T-pop but like Thai dramas and everything with that culture is kind of like creeping in, um, and people are kind of, I guess, getting hip to it now. But yeah, when I tell you guys, I like I spend most of my social media time is literally on YouTube nowadays. Like it's, of course, I still will post on Instagram and Facebook. Mainly podcast stuff. I don't post a lot of my personal stuff anymore, but um, I still post on there, and I still post on TikTok quite a bit. But if I'm like waking up in the morning and there's like a social app that I'm gonna click on, it's gonna be YouTube, 9 times out of 10. Um, so I'm very much a YouTube girly, and that's where I will be spending most of my time, like watching stuff on here. And like I said, I really haven't been watching any other series outside of BLs. If I'm watching something on TV, like actual cable, it's like reruns or something. So I'm on YouTube right now, by the way. If you could tell, I'm literally like scrolling on my homepage. What? Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy stuff on here. Oh, never mind. That's old. Yeah, there's like so many freaking shows. I'm just like, I don't know how so many reactors will watch like 5, 6 shows at a time. Like I cannot do that. In terms of like, filming reactions, like I have to do like two at a time, maybe three. That's kind of pushing it for me, but I can't keep up with that many shows because if I do that, you guys will not be getting like the next like episode reaction to like a month or two later. Like I'm not gonna be able to keep up with that many shows and consistently get out, back to back episodes. That's gonna be a lot. I also have pretty crappy Wi-Fi, so me trying to upload that many videos would probably like drive me insane. And then on top of that, I have to edit. I edit all my videos too, so yeah. And then trying to make sure that they don't get blocked. I mean, so far I haven't had too much trouble with like reacting to BLs, but yeah, it all pretty much every time I upload a reaction, I get some type of like copyright notice. So it, yeah. But yeah, I'm hoping that same thing with like the Thai actors. I'm hoping that Lycan and like some of the other like T-pop groups come to the US. I would love to see Project Jasper. I heard they're coming out with a new song finally. I knew because I was watching, I think it was June on TikTok, I think. He was on it live. It must have been TikTok. And I think I mentioned it, somebody else had mentioned it about Project Jasper. Like, are we getting a new song or a new video? Like, what's going on there? And then he was like trying to act like he didn't know anything about it. And I was like, okay, well that means that they are working on something. He just can't say right now. So yeah, I'm glad that they announced another single. I love sadistic, but I think people are ready for like another song now. So we'll see. Maybe I'll react to the video. I don't know. I keep saying like, guys, I'm not a music channel, so don't expect me to do. But I don't know, like because too, I'm new to T-pop, and so it's like exciting because I'm like discovering all this new music and these new artists and stuff, and I want to kind of like share that with my subscribers and everything. So there's a part of me that's like, well, it's fine. I guess I could just react to music videos every once in a while, but because my channel and my podcast, it really is not like it's not music centric at all, um, but I mean, it is my channel, so I can do what I want to be honest. Also, if I'm getting good reactions from it and you guys are saying that you like me doing that, then sure, why not? Because let me tell you, reacting to S2, reacting to Noel, as in Boss Noel, as in Noel in Love in the Air, Noel from The Boy Next World. Yeah, that same Noel rapping as S2. When I tell you that was one of the funniest reactions I've ever did. It really didn't get that many views, unfortunately. But to me, it was so funny and it was so fun for me. Like I even went back, well, when I was editing it and I was like watching it, like I was sitting there like laughing because I was like, this is hilarious, bro. Like I was so like, what? This is not the same Noel that I know. This is not S2. No, this is not. No. I was like, I cannot believe this, bro. Like that song is lit. And yes, I've been listening to that song too. It it's so freaking funny, you guys. Please go if you don't watch anything else from me, go and watch my reaction to S2. No Ticket for Haters, because that was when I tell you it's so funny. Because I was like, what? I was gigging though, because the song is lit, but I was just like, dude, what the heck? Even now, it's kind of hard for me to like wrap my brain around the fact that that is Noel. I'm still like, when I listen, like when I hear it, because I have a T-pop mix on Spotify, and when I click on that, like that's usually one of the songs that will pop up, and I just sit there and I'm like, I cannot believe this is Noel, you guys. This is hilarious, bro. The S to the sunset, weird on the same phrase. And then his voice is so deep when he's speaking English. Like I cannot do it. This is something this is like boss behavior. Like I would expect a boss to do something crazy like that, and then it ends up being Noel, and I'm like, what? But then again, like I said, I'm learning about T-pop and their artists and how a lot of the way the actors like present themselves is usually different from like their artist persona, is what I'm kind of discovering. And in his case, it's very different. But I mean, I like the duality. It shows that you have different sides of yourself, different sides that you can tap into. So it's fun. Like, I'm not making fun of him. I just think it's funny, but I'm not mad at him because really,
Reeling them in, stacking on my paper, talking shit later. Yeah, กูรู้มันจะเททันในพวก haters ที่มันเอาแต่แพร่มพองก็สอนมาดีแต่ว่าชีวิตนี้ดีสุดได้แค่แพร่ม Why you mad at me รู้ว่าบางที you wanna be me
I just cannot believe this is Noel.
Cause those and all that dick loser can't even beat me
Not him flipping off the camera and stuff.
I'm still bored, already know who's your boss. Why am I cold? Cause I'm grinding, you know I must.
The dude's behind him. Oh my god, I can't.
No connection ไม่มีทางหรอกที่มึงจะได้มา Where are you at? Hey พวกที่เดินชอบเอาแต่แซะ Hey กูคีย์บอร์ดพวกมึงคีย์แพด Better back all watch me
or maybe the next time I do it, I'll actually schedule a live so people will know. I think that'll make for a better live session. So anyway, I'll see you guys. Bye.